Switch to the game view. Yeah, different faces, pal.
Same Ardra, different face.
Time to remove kebab.
Sure, I've got my wine around here somewhere.
It's not Ardra if there's no wine. Welcome Lost Pod, welcome Kyle, welcome Knackered, welcome Pell, the heart and soul of Funky Moon. What do you think we're going to see here, guys?
I think at least a Genji out of Lyric. It's so common now that I would be surprised.
I reckon Hanzo on red.
Chromie on Hacky.
Might see a Stukov.
Hanzo ban?
Seeing... Oh, as a ban?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, as a ban for red.
Maybe a Genji ban.
I'm not surprised to see the Hanzo ban. This map, it's incredibly powerful against boss more than anything.
They've got at least 2 players on their team who play a lot of Hanzo, though. I would have thought they'd won it for themselves. They do have first pick, so... May have ban. Okay, yeah, that's also fair. Another 2 players. I think it's Raz and Lyrison.
No Deckard ban?
Oh, not
Deckard was
Mav
a
and
bit of
Lyrison.
mayhem last week.
Who?
Deckard.
Oh, Deckard, yeah.
I still haven't played with him enough to see.
I haven't
Sonya?
played with him at all yet.
I reckon we could see a Phoenix.
Yeah, it's still open. Given that the Sonya pick was first, it would be a good response to it.
Plays. Reckon that's a Raz. Oh, Claymore.
Could be Ryan.
Claymore.
Oh, it's Claymore.
Oh, it's working again. Oh, Claymore on the plays. She was giving him a go on Friday night at Ladies' Night. Maybe she found a new love.
I've seen her play a few plays. Yeah, Hacky on
How'd
Lavala.
she go on Lavala?
And there's again. I'm not surprised there at all.
No.
So far, he doesn't have any good targets, though. Okay.
I know that Ripple have been playing with Phoenix quite a bit, so again, the picks I think on red team at the moment are proving to be quite strong. Personally, I would have kept Malfurion open though. It would have been a good objection to what they have.
Yeah, Stukov ban, who's been getting used a lot lately.
It's interesting to see how it pans out so differently on Mondays, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not meta bans, it's in-house bans.
Yeah, the HTC, you can totally pick what's coming next every time. In this, it's just fucking chaos.
Organised chaos.
Lily being the perfect follow-up to what you just said, Ag.
Yep. So, This is, at the moment, this is fairly Genji proof, I think, for blue team.
Possibly, if they can burn the targets down, avoid Lily's blind, he could maybe pick off Fella and a Lily as an end shot. But
Well, if Fella takes her stun, then she can stop him. And it is hacky. You'd expect him to be able to land it. I mean, I know it can be pretty hard to land against someone who can move while shooting, but Uther's a good pick. That's really going to help him, actually.
Yeah. I think, like, looking at what we've got so far, Red Team have definitely got a much more meta-based team comp. The tankiness coming out of Uther and Johanna to hold a front line, especially with Sonya there as well, is going to help Phoenix and Genji really do damage.
You gotta remember, Kyle, who is playing Vala. It's a Grandmaster playing Vala. He doesn't get into positions where he can just be isolated easily, and he saves his tumble. Unless he's going for a kill, he might use it aggressively, but he'll save his tumble for the escape because he knows he's playing against a Genji. So if Genji goes for the dive on Vala, she's either going to be near teammates who can help her, for example, Diablo Blaze, or she's going to be ready to jump into a bush or behind a wall or something. You have to bear in mind who's on her. Also, if he takes the stun at level 10, that does nullify Genji's invulnerability. She can kill him just as fast as he can kill her. So it's all things considered. That said, Lyrazin is pretty good himself as well. He's probably not going to go for a target that isn't already half dead. So he might wait for that to secure kills rather than to try and play aggressively like some bin chickens do. Hello, Philomajik. Good to see you. You should totally join in, by the way.
Yes. She was having some internet problems, though. So maybe she wanted to try that out before.
I'm actually interested to see Zeratul here. I'm not sure how much opportunity he's going to actually have to get the picks needed. Obviously, Phoenix is a very good target for him. But given that there's Sonya, Uther, and Johanna, I'll be surprised to see how much damage can actually come out.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wild card. I think he might even wait for he's got to wait for stuff. He's either got to wait for Phoenix to let his shield wear down because of the confidence of having it recharge, or he's got to wait for Uther to throw out his stun, or for Lyrazin to use his invulnerability, and then pounce on one of them. It's going to have to be timed appropriately. If he jumps in prematurely, then he could get wasted. He's definitely not going to put out a lot of damage with those stuns.
That blaze burnt down his shield pretty quick, didn't he? Didn't manage to regen it enough for that Diablo flip, so they trapped him.
No, and it doesn't regen with healing either, at least unless you take... I think there's a talent later that can help that. Lyrazin managing to get the revenge kill on Zeratul.
It is nice to say First Blood Phoenix in under 60 seconds.
Yeah. Not too OP for you, Philo. I saw you playing on Friday. You were holding your own. Oh, Blue is struggling.
Diablo thought he was behind the wall and just got caught.
I think the timing of Zeratul to be doing camps, so it's not ideal. Just a lot of lost soak after those two kills went through.
It is because Diablo went down, yeah. If he stayed alive, they would still be able to get the soak. But right now, Ryan's just... I mean, he's going to have to go back after this as well. The tribute does spawn bot, though.
Early. You wouldn't normally go and do that top camp before the 2 minutes. It is going to give Red the opportunity to go up, eradicate that camp before the tribute even spawns. So he's given him 1 minute and 15 to do that, but Red Team's done it as well.
The downside for Red Team, obviously, that it's going to be right next to the tribute, so it'll be easily defendable for Blue. Who do you reckon wins 1v1 solo lane on this map? So not much gank potential between Sonya and Blaze.
I honestly think it's not too much of a winning. Really, both will just be sustaining their lanes with As the levels creep closer to 7, Sonya will take a bit of an advantage. But honestly, it's just going to be sustained lane. Although in saying that, Claymore is making Treacfuls really struggle in that lane.
Yep, she is getting a bit low on mana though, so eventually she's going to run out. Has she well tapped?
That
She has
siege
well
camp
tapped. 20
is
seconds.
really going to help though.
Yeah, we should see a rotate coming from Claymore here. Maybe not.
Oops, she's not doing it.
Ooh, 1 for 1 again.
I think losing Genji for Vela isn't exactly worth it in this situation. That Phoenix will be bursted down quickly from a Diablo.
If he can grab him, Mav's trying to keep the wall in between them. Or Ryan's thinking about it. Nah, too late. Got spotted.
Red team definitely have the sustain here to keep this fight going for as long as they need. We should see both Vela and Genji coming back into this quite soon.
I think
Zeratul
Zeratul should have waited.
taken Zeratul with this red team comp.
I think he just needed to wait for the Diablo initiate there. Instead, Zeratul initiated first, and it gave the red team the chance to burst him down.
Yeah, and even with the flip on the Uther, it was just leaving Zeratul too exposed for too long.
I think we will see the power creep up later in the game though, especially against that Phoenix. It's definitely a good response to Phoenix, but given the Uther Johanna.
Hacky Lily combo down the bottom, he tried to do his dash and halfway through his dash he got picked off on the Genji.
Oh, hello, Adra.
You don't have any cams up, by the way, Ag.
I just realised.
One thing to take note of now that Sonya has hit that 7, Claymore is really struggling in lane to keep up. Mana quite low and same with the health, so this is sort of what you expect between the Sonya Blaze matchup.
I don't think Blaze has gone back at all. I don't know. Ooh,
Oh, good interrupt from Injo. That's going to be the end of Lyrizen. If he had have scored the kill, if Injo didn't interrupt, yeah, I reckon he might have got that kill and he would have just been able to dash out again. But that was devastating. Yeah, Claymore definitely needs a rotate now. She's out of mana. Starting to get a bit low on health. She can soak if she has to. Yeah, they really should have given her a break before the tribute spawned so that she could help in the fight.
And perfect camp cap from red team as well. Pretty much capped that camp exactly as the timer went in, which is what you want to do.
Red team definitely having the positioning here.
Well, it's 4v3 in favour of blue at the moment. Phoenix is on his way, Sonya's on her way. Nice planet cracker, nice stun.
Ooh, that is going to cost blue team. Oh, nice stun from Diablo. Nice follow through from Vela and Zeratul.
Oh, Hacky is slowly cleaning up. He's done a fair bit of damage.
Also, the interrupt on that tribute capture as well was nicely timed as well.
Yeah. Mav getting out just as his shield goes down. It's good timing.
Not quite sure if focusing down this Lily is the right decision here. Hacky's being able to just deal so much damage to all 3 of them. He's almost given a free spot to do so.
Yeah, Lilies when they're only on 2 bars of health look like such a tempting prospect, but once those jugs go up, if you don't have an interrupt or a silence, you're really letting her regenerate very quickly. Really nice charge from Injo there.
And that Jugs, there weren't enough people to outdamage the Jugs.
Here's the biggest danger of this map, fighting over that that objective, is the boss is so easily available, and it's going to do a lot of damage with the camp already there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the camp's still up.
They've got 2 up. They've got a camp down the bottom though, pushing as well.
If Klegman hangs around, that's going to be a dead Jojo.
I don't actually quite know. Red team's able to do a lot of damage here.
Oh, good Planet Cracker.
That's
yeah, well done, well done.
Red team now in a huge advantage.
That's 2 really well-timed, well-placed ults being used by Phoenix today.
Yeah, and they must be calling it in comms because Treacle goes in with his own stun right as it happens.
Did he take slam, did he? Or
He took leap, which is very, very situational. It's on a very rare occasion that Sonya should take leap, but given the Lily and given the Valor, I think it is the right call to be making.
Yeah, it's good for stopping. It's good for stopping them in their track. But so far, it's just been enabling the Planet Cracker. Get them all nice and grouped up. Get the stun. A couple of seconds inside that laser really hurts.
Lyria with the BM spray in the mid.
Mm. Thing with Zero, you don't need to reveal to get the XP from a minion wave. You can just stand there, go completely invisible, and wait for someone else to come and try and push it. As soon as you reveal to clear it, you're taking away the threat of that stealth on the map.
what is that? It's a 5-second delay of no damage before you go completely invisible?
I think it's shorter. I think it's only like 2 or 3.
Oh, very nice work from Genji there. They may get Claymore as well.
Perfect Planet Cracker again.
Oh, wow. They just had no chance, did they? They had to go through it to retreat.
I think one thing that Red Team has been able to do every single tribute is set up right before it, and they've always seemed to have the upper hand when it comes to positioning, giving Blue Team sort of an uphill battle.
Well, Phoenix has been getting like out of position. He's not going for the actual tribute. He's going to a different pace on the map so he can line up his ult and execute it perfectly.
Oh, you nearly... Yes, well done. With a 3-level deficit, that kill is very, very worth it. Even if Ryan goes down now, he'll still spawn first, but he's going to get away anyway. Uther finally completing that that quest. Oh, it's a good place for a stun! Yeah, nice ulti coordination there.
Nice.
Mav needs to just bail. He needs to... Yep, there we go.
GD effort.
Red Team did have the level advantage and talent at that, but I think they've just pushed too far ahead, especially not having a Genji with them to support.
Yeah, they really did. The Genji could have made a fair bit of difference there. Red Team's gained half a level in the time it's taken Blue to gain 2 full levels just because you get so much more XP if you get a kill while you're down.
They will burn and cap the boss this time, which is good for them. They really need it.
It was a free boss, followed into a tribute, it looks like. I don't know how much damage the boss itself will do, but given that they can now easily get that tribute without too much contest, it should be up in about a few seconds.
They are letting the boss soak the bottom lane while they're trying to get a decent push middle, which is also going to help them because that middle tower is where the objective is coming up next. So stopping, especially that sippy cup if they could have got it.
Sonya actually burnt her ult there, so she might not quite have it for the start of the tribute. Depends on when it spawns. No, it was to escape.
Not sure if she needed to use it. I mean, it was definitely a safety ult.
Yeah, it was a safer than sorry thing, but yeah, it could hurt them now.
We're about half a minute without it during this tribute fight. Blue team taking the time to grab a camp.
They might even give it up. No, Zeratil's coming up. I thought, they might even just try and secure that bottom keep, beg your pardon, bottom fort. Because red team's got 0 tributes so far. Just, collect the XP, try and meet them at level 20, I reckon.
They have opted to give it up, but boss being taken by red team right now.
The boss has quite a way to walk. They might be able to burn it down quickly. It might not hurt them too much.
Thinking with the amount of damage blue team is actually doing on this mid fort, I'm not sure if boss was the right call.
I think blue team's uncertainty about where the final 2 members of red was sort of prevented them from going ham on that Jojo. Otherwise they might have been able to secure a kill. Now obviously they're realising that they were at boss, but good idea, sticking together for this. The last thing you want is for one person to get caught out somewhere.
The timing of red's boss is much better. Given it's practically a free tribute here, I don't see blue having much of a chance to contest.
They don't need to stay any longer. That keep's going to kill it on its own. They can safely leave that.
I think it is a bit risky just leaving the Uther there, but they should be fine with just grabbing it and leaving.
Red team does have vision on them, so they saw them as they killed the boss. They can see him in mid lane now. I think Lyrazin was positioned as a scout in that bush up front there. Obviously Genji, get out of jail free card.
Why
so
now they can see all of them top, they should really be pushing hard bottom.
Yeah, go nuts, catch up. Oh, this tribute is going to be a curse though.
Probably one of the most important tributes of this game. Obviously instantly moving up now. But again, red team with the positioning.
Oh, catch the Sonya! Catch the Sonya! Catch the Sonya!
Done. Flip. Oop. Leap to escape.
Yep, so that's a Sonya ulti down. Vala still has 1 charge of her Rain of Vengeance.
Phoenix and Genji a little bit out of position here. Blue team's able to just storm right in.
Nice divine shield there from Uther. Ryan's getting too separated. He needs to stick with... Yep, there we go.
First time that a Phoenix ult hasn't messed them up tonight.
They didn't have the Sonya ulti to keep them still.
Yeah.
Brian getting absolutely melted by the 2.
Oh, so much damage and heals going out here. That fort coming in very handy for red team. They're able to back up to it. It doesn't help them in the end though. Jojo goes down first. That is definitely going to hurt them. The Sonya is very low too. They don't have a viable tank. They get the kill on the Blaze though. But the curse goes to blue team.
Good work, blue team. That was a hard fight. I don't think Diablo's going to make it out.
Blue team did
Heck,
get
he's not going to make it either.
They've got to watch their bottom tower though. Like that siege camp has managed to just push through.
You'll find that the 40 seconds of the curse here won't actually be used for much at all. Red team can actually get quite aggressive knowing that only two members of blue is up.
Mm.
And they've got to pick their battles, they've got to clear their lanes, not push with it. Oh, Oof might.
Oh, it's a sub from Beefy. Hello, Beefy. You should join in, buddy. Did Ryan just BM on the dead Raz? Oh.
Yes, he did. He definitely. I'm just watching it on the stream. I tabbed out. It was perfect timing. He did B-step them.
My curse subsides.
I think very, very even game here. Blue team can definitely come back in, especially with their side boss up. I'd probably save it for a little bit though, because it is the win condition on this map. Choosing to take knights is probably the right decision.
Yeah, red team are coming down as well. They're looking that they think blue are going to go on that boss. If they get in the bushes, they can go for a gank. No,
They've been spotted. Red team's incoming.
they
Blue
did-
team should just set a trap. Set a Chinese bush meta.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna fight with aggro on the boss. This
They
is
can't
not
do
good. Get
that
out.
again. They
Claymore,
can't
don't
do
get
it
stuck in
again.
that corner.
Actually, she's probably trying to get there for the... Nah, that ulti.
Yeah, that combo again.
Exactly what they did last boss. Unlucky.
I think this is where the Johanna Sonya really come into play. Having that control over one specific point really helps them take the bot. Although Johanna going down to the right.
He's in a bit of trouble now, though.
Haki having to defend by himself. I think he can definitely stop it from going core. Although red team really should be looking to try and end this here.
Yeah, I thought
They do have time. Lily and Blaze are going to spawn soon, though. Haki, unfortunately, not taking the Q build, which would have come in really handy right now. He's going for the multi-shot build, a little bit better in team fights, but not going to help you with the boss. Ooh, he nearly got stunned inside the boss stun.
making him work for it. I'm surprised that Red Team A didn't push to end, or B didn't cap the other boss. Just to add insult to injury, they were 5 up.
Especially with the situation they're in now, they obviously want Curse, but I don't think they do have much of a chance to take that back. Now that the Valor's down, they've
Yeah, that's going to hurt them.
got the mana
Red can
down.
afford to lose it as well. They don't need to panic at all over this.
Yeah, if I was blue, I'd probably just try and counter the curse, not die, so they can't defend it. They're 4v5. Oh, Ryan out of position again.
Yeah, you have to try and catch people when they're a little bit isolated. When you jump in front of the whole enemy team, you're at risk of all these stuns and heals, and it's just messy. Oh, it was a good apocalypse, but not enough people alive to save him, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's got to be GG now.
Yeah, 3 of them down for over 30 seconds.
Bit of a tug of war this game. I think Red were, for the most part, at the start behind a little bit, but after that first boss, they were able to really take an advantage of it.
Yep. How do you want for MVP?
I'm thinking, honestly, it's a tough one because Phoenix did time his planet crackers very well, and he did know when to go in to do the damage. 66k coming out from Phoenix is actually quite strong. But I really want to give it to the Johanna and Clegman. Being able to really understand how much you can hold a point for before dying. I think he was the one that enabled Sonya to come in with the leap and Phoenix to follow it up with Planet Cracker. Without that Johanna being as aggressive as they were, I don't think Red would have had as much of an opportunity to steal bosses and really push the advantage.
What do you reckon, Mischief?
I really liked the Phoenix, but again, I agree with Aureus as well. The Joanna did an incredible job, and unless you got a good front line that stays alive, then they're going to get to your back line, and then things turn bad very easily.
Well, I liked the Vala, but I guess I'm outvoted.
Look, I admit the Valor definitely did what they could to do the damage needed. But I think that given the superior teamwork that came from Red Team, I think Johanna really does deserve it there. If this was Hero League, Valor has played a strong solo game. But I honestly think the Red Team just came with the advantage of communication more than anything.
I think their communication did set up those planet crackers. They were timed with the stun so well.
Stun and blind, you'll notice that when the Sonya came in, that Johanna had already prepped the blind on a Valor or Zeratul.
Okay, yeah.
That Sonya usually, and this is the reason why Leap isn't that good anymore. Usually when Sonya leaps in, she'll be bursted down, destroyed as soon as possible. But with that blind there to help out, I mean, it really enabled it.
Yeah, the blind to block the Vala and the planet cracker to make them, like the psychological game of panic, I guess, as well. People have to choose between trying to focus down the Sonya and getting out of the laser. Alright, let's give it to Jojo.
I'm going to refresh it.
No, it just came back. Sorry. I don't know what was going on. Alright, we're doing this.
I wish I was eating.
I don't suppose you're not jealous of my ribs, are you?
So Cal is the only player that I do not know. Are we going to see a full stat this game?
What makes you say false then?
Blank?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Nice grab, Phoenix.
You reckon?
There's some... Yes.
Yeah, that was their first pick.
Yeah.
If you hover over the block, it tells you their name.
Ah. Oh, that's cool. Was that the thing this whole time?
For a couple of weeks.
Shit.
That's not very obvious.
Yeah, you used to be able to just look at the name below the hero tag. And they removed that for whatever reason.
It must be a mistake to have removed the name but given you the ability to hover.
Yeah, but like they did say in the patch notes for it or whatever that like they did specify spectators can't see the names now by at least looking over it, so I don't know. I don't know why that's a thing that you would want to see their names.
We might see Jaina and Stikov ban. Sucks for Andromeda, but she can play maybe a Lily into the Varian or an Uther.
She's been getting into Malf recently.
Yeah, Malf and Stukov, pretty good. But Stukov's banned.
Yeah, she plays an awesome Stikov.
Did you see what Claymore wrote in chat?
Discord?
Twitch chat. Fishy's saying, "Oh, is the stream lagging?"
I was afraid to come back after Aureus. He was getting rave reviews. Like, yeah, I'll just let you handle this.
The Decade.
Yes. She has, she said that he plays, for her, he feels similar to how Melf plays. I think she feels very comfortable on him already. He's good fun, and with his, I'm still not familiar with his abilities, but his, what's the triangle called?
Actually, don't know.
Well, that ability, that works, synergizes really well with Genji, and if you can get a Diva Destruct into that, like, that's going to be so catastrophic. Words for blue team.
Yeah, that and the big AoE sleep with the Diva ult. Well, the
Yeah.
Diva would be pretty strong.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about his sleep. It's so strong when you're defending towers and forts, because just can't get away, they're within range, and just turns a strong push into a fast retreat as soon as they wake up.
I just had to grab a towel because this is very messy.
A moist towelette. Benchuk opting for the Li Ming over the Genji.
Let the battle begin.
Bin Ming. Ultimatum is saying Twin Blades, but Taunt is so strong against the comp that they have.
Yeah, they'd just be giving away so much, especially on this map. There's not really a whole lot of jungling and merc camps to be taking. Like they're generally pretty easy for people to solo, so you don't need Twin Blades variant to do it.
Ooh, Binchuk has got a Genji coming up behind him.
Woodle just missing out on that.
So close.
Kill on variant.
Lock with an excellent turnaround there. Just scaring those guys away.
Scroll of ceiling. One.
Scroll of ceiling, yeah, that's it.
Types is wailing on the Diva. Managed to demech her. Is it Robbo's Kaleos, right?
Robbo is Klegman.
Oh.
No, not Klegman. He's Glugsy.
Oh, Kaleos is Kaleos. Okay.
Yeah, everyone with their different Discord names.
Yeah, Tychus is gonna struggle here against
working mid lane though, so blue team. Yeah, slide activated.
Prepare.
The biggest challenge of this game is the escalators. In my personal opinion.
You can have a bit of fun with them in the potions though, because you can just stack them up on the circular escalators and they just roll around for all your teammates, like a sushi train. Ultimatum did go for Taunt in the end, and right now on Blanket would come in very handy, but he didn't see it coming.
Joe's well on his way to getting the buff in his Circle of Life. And then, oh, he's just grabbed the first additional 5% healing. 10 to go, and he'll get in region global nut, which should be handy for the Diva and Sonya.
Yeah, Diva does have her explosion ready for this fight though, which is going to be very helpful for the red team. It's a good road catching Tychus in the Binchuk.
It's good detonate, gonna get
well.
ulti.
I think ulti accidentally taunted the Diva mech while it was exploding and not.
Ah, is that what it was?
Yeah. They do pick up a kill on Sonya though, instead of the taunt. But Tychus
Nice
might go
timing
down.
on the dragon.
Diva's actually a little vulnerable there. If she gets demeched, she's not going to be able to mech up for ages. But with a couple more sneaky shots, she might be able to get another detonate. Yep, she's going to make it just in time, just in time. She doesn't get it off though! Robbo in a bit of danger! Oh, the orb misses! Binchuk's spell just not quite reaching. Yeah, the taunt. I think that cancelled his warp. I mean, that might have just been the visuals, but...
You can cancel warp with just about anything.
Yeah.
And it goes to a full cooldown. So it's good to like wait until you can interrupt that.
Diva does have the reduced cooldown on her, oh my god, on her boosters, I was like on her crash course, which will be handy to help her position that
Oh yeah.
explosion, because so many times it'll be on cooldown and you just don't have that extra boost to just launch it into the enemy line. Should be useful for that.
They have the numbers here. I don't know why they're not taking full advantage of it. Oh, and the kill. Yes, well done.
Yeah, the delay on the blink can be a little bit deadly sometimes for Phoenix.
Yeah, it's one that you have to anticipate. You have to get out when you know you're going to get attacked or when you know you want to chase. You can't do it reactionary. It doesn't work. I actually don't mind it. At first I didn't like the idea that he had a blink, but the way that they've made it so sensitive, I think it works well because it's strategic, but it's not a get out of jail free card.
Oh, blue team going to pick up the support camp. With the level 10 advantage, they shouldn't get invaded at all. Oh.
They're going for it, 2v3 as well, it's pretty keen.
Red team should have level 10s by the time the next point's coming up there. Which will be good for them.
Yep, they'll get it just in time.
Will we see a stairwell or Lorenado? Could be useful on point to have that tornado just pushing them off, but ultimately...
Yeah, maybe. Combine it with the conveyor belts.
I reckon we're gonna see stay a while though.
With an
Just-
EGC Varian.
Yeah, they've
Right,
gone for a
right.
Planet Cracker, so
Mm.
yeah, there it is. Planet Cracker, Leap, stay a while. They've got a lot of blow up potential.
Oh, if Farian catches this diva, that is a dead diva. And the taunt. Oh, someone hit her! There we go.
The timing's okay on that death for Diva though. She should be up well before point spawn, so too big a sacrifice.
You just got 4 bits from Psycho, or whatever, Psycho Inc.
Thanks, Zach.
Oh, I think it's
4
like.
whole bits.
Oh, Scarface wants my ribs.
You are a World of Warcraft player. Please vote in our poll on the Unreal Aussies Facebook if we should go Horde or Alliance.
Exit terminal online. Secure it to activate the protector.
Well, Blue might actually get. Yeah, they've got their talent advantage now. So this fight is definitely in their favour. Really just need to put down the turret, pick a target, and go nuts.
Diva does have a mech explosion though. Oh, the interrupt.
Oh no.
They are turning it back around, but that Mosh is gonna turn it back around again.
Loke just pushed that self-destruct away, so it wasn't even a concern for blue team.
He's playing very nicely.
Yeah, they looked like they were gonna lose it when Vinchuk got killed, but they turned it back around nicely to keep the fight going.
Blue team has taken control of our protector.
I need to fix up your camera as soon as I've finished my ribs. If I can beat down these towers, they've got great value out of it. Oh,
Should get
close.
Gleaming
Still a bit
poke.
of danger though.
One more
I get
block.
one of them. Oh, I get the other one. There they go. Tychus could be in a bit of trouble here though. He's off on his own. But
And yeah,
oh, and the interrupt on the teleport.
Sonya
Yeah,
is getting
well, back
value
up there.
down bottom, so blue team can't leave her alone for too long because she is getting those towers down and now onto the fort. She might be able to get that fountain down.
She snuffed out the gag, but is it going to be in time?
Might be in a bit of trouble. She still has leaf up, so she can. Yep, there we go.
Oh!
Oh,
Just
so
in
close.
time.
They are looking for that kill though. Still.
Enjo was thinking about it.
The cans are up at odd looking. Thanks, Sophia. We are an odd looking bunch.
Well, we can only see you at the moment, Andra.
Exactly, an odd looking bunch. Deckard's opted for the rejuvenation potion, which restores a bit of mana, which I haven't actually played with, so it's interesting to see how effective that is.
And Blank suffering. He was staying up too long. Got ganked. He should be up in time for the next objective though, which is gonna be fun.
Red team's just lacking a little bit of damage this stage.
Yeah, Sonya does get that fort though. Down the bot lane, that's gonna really help them get towards 16.
Okay, do not want to leave a Sonya alone in lane.
It's an unlucky use of the Phoenix Planet Cracker. They were all stuck there, but slightly off position. Oh, Widow getting slid, it's a bit of trouble.
Just want to see one like 4-man self-destruct with that seal scrolling and the Sonya leap. That's all I want.
Actually, yeah, the scroll and the leap at the same time should be plenty.
Sonya's being forced to use it defensively though, so they're not actually getting the engaged potential from it. Although sometimes it is impossible to time up your ultimates effective way, but
And down goes the Sonya. They do get caught in a sleep and a
nice
root,
self-destruct. You can get that, Alex.
Lucky.
Very nice.
She might pay with her life. Yeah.
That was beautiful timing on the cleansing flame. Later, and he would have been dead.
Oh!
Oh.
Why didn't he put down his totem? Wasn't he holding a healing totem?
Yeah. Alright, team need to do something quick, otherwise they're gonna lose this one as well. But it should be a pretty easy defense. Really liking these
Seals?
cubes from Deckard. Genji would have been dead there if it wasn't for that cube, which reduced all their damage.
Yeah, it's very nice. I always thought you cubed before these scroll, but now I'm like, it's maybe better to do the scroll and then cube them just so that when they do re-engage, they're not...
They're already weakened.
Yeah. Dealing as much damage coming out of that.
Oh, nice mosh. Beautiful.
Good mosh, but meanwhile, Sonya's picking off another fort. Really doing
Training
quite
a
well
fort for a
to
keep,
the
though.
game. Yeah, there's not a whole lot she can do down there with everyone dead.
Not against a protector, definitely.
Not now, no, but they were outnumbered for quite a while there, and that's what ultimately caused them to all die. Or is he out of range for a teleport? Ugh.
No, the teleport got interrupted.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. It's like anything interrupts it, any knockback or anything. So it makes it really hard to like use like that. It's unlucky.
I think that's a
on
GG.
Take it all.
Yeah. Sonya was desperately trying to throw them away, but it wasn't threatening enough to make them change their mind about
No.
to that juicy core. What are you guys thinking?
I liked Andrew's Decade, but I think Ulti's Varian just did too much. It was a really good Varian place.
Can you say Decade
really
again?
Well done. Decade.
That's
Well,
nothing.
Please continue.
Both the healers did really well. The Alex as well had some really, really good. Breath of. No, I always think it's a breath, but it's a cleansing flame. Like Breath of Life, cleansing flame. I think the W builds with the abundance worked really well for her team, but Tychus did really well on his own against that Diva. Could have been a lot more devastating. I think they didn't get enough value out of the self-destructs with all the immobilizing capabilities that they had. But yeah, I agree. Ulti did a really good job on the variant. I also liked Loke's ETC.
Yeah, I was going to say Loke.
Yeah, pushing away those Diva self-destructs. Being a solid frontliner for their team. So apart from the variant, they were pretty juicy targets, especially with the Genji. The Diva that can also sort of draw away tanks quite a bit as well. He stayed focused, and yeah, I think they just played really well as a team. But for me, it was probably Loke. But I could easily go for Ulti as well, so it's up to you two.
I definitely liked Loke. He was protecting his teammates and disrupting the enemy in the right amount of balance. So it wasn't, definitively aggressive nor defensive. It was just like what was needed at the time. A couple of those mosh pits over the second objective that totally gave them the lead. And then later on, I think after the third objective where he got that mosh pit, or maybe it was the fourth, and the protector was just able to take them all out. That was pretty much a win condition. Votes in chat.
Okay.
2 for Locke so far.
Low Q. Low Q.
Low Q.
Yeah, I can settle for Lock or Look you.
Alright, let's do it.
He's settling for you, Loke.
Right.
Let us brutalize names, okay? Leave us to it. We should know by now. We should know.
Well played, people. There were a couple of good mentions for the variant. Nice taunting there, ultimation.
GG,
A couple of
guys.
good interrupts. And, you guys finished as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was some good interrupts, some key picks there. It was, how do you normally play?
No, how my hair parts. Like, because I had it up in a ponytail.
Ah.
And
Well, why don't you just keep it in a ponytail?
because I look like a dude.
No.
Straight up, dude.
Dude!
Dude.
While you're imitating a dude, you can go around and tell everyone to suck on your dick. Not that you don't do that anyway.
Do that anyway.
Maev, Hanzo bands, not surprised. Probably two of the most meta bands to go around at the moment, especially on Towers of Doom.
Yeah, Hanzo's disgusting on towers. I even reckon Chromie is as well, to be honest.
Anyone who can delay for an extended period of time.
Yeah, or even like stand under the safety of their tower and still hit the objective.
Game.
Ah, we had Decade in the last one. It's Lahal on Decade as well.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Diablo
interesting.
is a good response to the Garrosh with the Diablo, I think. It's one of the only tanks that can actually go head to head with him.
Okay, I'm liking Red Team's selection so far. Not revealing any of their DPS.
With two of the strongest tanks in the game at the moment.
Yeah, securing that. I also like. I think Lucio works quite well with Garrosh as well.
Yeah, good ban
Chromie
on
ban
Chromie.
here, nice. Blue team. So that's Locke who's banned both Hanzo and Chromie there. UA robes. That's not a bad idea. Grunt is looking at getting.
Right.
Grunt is looking at getting a different style shirt this time. So instead of a polo, more like a sports jersey. But I would be interested in a UA robe. I would certainly wear it all the time.
I want UA pajamas.
They'll never get seen.
Maybe?
On stream? Pajama stream?
I
Why
mean,
not?
I've worn pajama pants, but it's just it's not.
Ardra is raiding the Aussies cam. How things have
Roll
changed.
turn.
I like it.
I'm not sure if the Phoenix fan is needed here. Given the Garrosh Sonya, I don't think you really need a Phoenix to ban out.
Ooh. So what's the?
I can't
Sorry.
get over how clean my house is.
You did spend all day cleaning it.
It looks like a professional did it.
Oh, Phila's in the chat. Did somebody say Lucio? It's Mischief playing Lucio as well. So don't be shy with your criticism, Phila. She can take it. She's got thick skin. Thick skin.
Thick skin.
So what's the wombo you're seeing here? Is anyone seeing a wombo form on blue team?
Not so much a wombo, but more of just like you've got about the first 5 seconds of a fight where red team are just going to obliterate anyone. Possibly even 2 people with the amount of damage coming out.
You could do an APOC, Kel'Thuzad's little spikes from the below, and then Malthael's the souls, tormented souls.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go that route.
So here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Stay a While and Listen, immediately followed with Apocalypse. Malthael goes in there and casts his tormented souls, while Kel'Thuzad, because everyone's either asleep or stunned by Stay a While and Listen or Apocalypse, just gets to pick the 2 most sensitive targets of that selection, put them, chain them together, and put his combo onto them. I mean, it's going to take coordination, but I reckon that's 2 insta-kills.
I think the only problem being, if blue doesn't have that coordination, Malthael and Thrall are going to be 2 targets that are pretty much going to melt to Kerrigan, Greymane, and Sonya. So if anyone does get flipped and they don't engage in on it, they're going to be in quite a bit of trouble.
I think Malthael can go down nice and quick. KT definitely will. Do you reckon Thrall dies to a Kerrigan leap?
I think it's more that given the Garrosh flip, it means that Greymane and Kerrigan both have pretty much a free moment to do as much damage as possible, which can then be followed up with a Kerrigan stun.
If Greymane gets a flip, especially if he gets a flip stun, I reckon that's 1 dead character, whoever it is, except for Diablo with the ability to charge out.
Hey, Ag, change the scene.
I just did. Thank you. Thank you very much. You will see the stream in just a second. It changes the instant you walk over. I saw you coming and I was like, shit, I've done something wrong.
Red team opting to go for the Soak early, playing very defensive in the mid lane, no reason to go in here.
Look, Knackered, I just want everyone to see our beautiful faces for a little bit longer, okay? You didn't miss any gameplay, relax. For some reason, when Ryan connected, it warped your camera, Claymore.
What do you mean?
I had to fix it in the.
That's okay. It can stay small.
It's definitely not okay. Fixed.
Blue team with a much better 4-man rotation here. Not really missing any soak at all.
I like that Lohal's just sort of left those potions there for KT in case he needs them. Then he just... Oh, Kerrigan's going to get the jump anyway.
I think that's something so good about Deckard, like that other healers haven't offered before. Kind of the ability to move around the map a bit more. And
Yeah, but still
be
apply heal.
supporting
Yeah.
their team. So I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I think it opens up a whole new realm of strategy, I think.
Yeah, he's my next purchase. Haven't bought him yet.
I bought Phoenix, but that's right around the time I stopped playing. So I've only played a few games with him. Tiny but mighty. So blue team going to get both of these pumpkins. If they're willing to let them go without escorting them, they could probably get a mean gank in mid or top. Ooh, in trouble. The stun lands, he's going down.
Hero slain.
Not the best time for a kill, well, for a death. It's a great time to get a kill, but he's only going to have 6 seconds to start his way down to the objectives.
Yeah, but they do have one close to them, so I can just give the far one. They've definitely got bot.
Red understanding they really do need to get aggressive here if they want to try and cap 2.
They know they have the numbers. Thrall is on his way up though, Deckard in tow.
Klegman's cut off.
Yeah, Greymane doing.
Oh, they've delayed it just long enough.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, reinforcements are in. Thrall on full is not going to be nice.
No mana though.
Yeah.
He couldn't even stop that capture. They might get a kill though. Nicky Webster looking a little bit low. Good protect from Pell.
A lot of damage put out throughout that fight, but most people really understanding when their limit was. With only one death, I'm actually quite surprised. There should have been a few more.
Yeah, Blue did really well holding on while they were outnumbered, and then Red did really well disengaging when after they'd taken the objective. It was quite a fight. I mean, yeah, at the end of it, just one death, so... Exactly what you said. But with flowery words. Oh, great stun. The Kerrigan stuns are on point.
This is where we start to see the 4-man road. Oh, that's a dead Kerrigan.
Yeah.
We start to see the 4-man rotate really take into effect. The amount of siege damage done to that bot tower, on top of that, pretty much a level lead here from blue team.
It is one level, but it's not a talent, so it's not that devastating. A good engage can sort of nullify just that, 5% health damage difference. You know what I've noticed? The Heroic Cube and then the Scroll of Ceiling from Deckard Cain, when Kerrigan and Greymane jump in, those two large AoEs really, really hamper them.
Very good delay from the Thrall and...
Oh! The CC on blue team is hectic.
Ah!
We're while still not going down, that
Great
deck is
heal.
keeping him.
Oh, goes down.
Finally, Grey Mane's able to find the kill. I think Blue really did overextend there, but hopefully finding a kill.
Oh!
Do that. That Lucio really keeping him alive, switching to speed when needed, but making sure that they're topped up enough to get out.
That was hectic.
I don't know how blue team didn't get a kill there.
Red team going to get a free camp here. Shouldn't be too much contestant going on.
Just a Diablo and a Deckard Kane. Kerrigan's coming for reinforcement.
Oh my god.
Oh, Locker's gonna struggle. Wow, if he gets the pick on Mav, they've got the even numbers. But Lock just a little bit too low. Now they've got 4v3. Injo can do some serious harm here. Mischief's mana is gone out, she can't amp it up.
Perfect time to right before the objective. Well done.
Oh, that's devastating. The Pumpkin's only taking out one tower as well. Not a whole lot of value.
Sonya realizing there's nothing that she can really do down bot, going straight back up to Soak. They really need to catch that level, because when it cuts to around level 13, that's when the difference is going to matter.
Gotta try and save Thrall here.
That Earthquake. It's just a little bit too slow. Mav goes in for the kill, probably killing himself in the process. Oh, the Garrosh save!
And red team got the camp as well. During all that chaos.
This is a pretty even match so far.
I think the Sonya does need to spend a little bit more time rotating. There have been a lot of times when Martha's rotated, and not enough value has been gained from pushing top for it to...
Oh!
That was amazing. Sonya going down as well. Garage could go here. Lock down. And goodbye.
Oh, the CC from Lahal is on point, and the Apocalypse to follow it up. That's another guaranteed kill. Oh, Lucio! Oh!
Oh, that was very well placed. I know it didn't get it, but that was very well placed.
Oh, the CC on Deckard is real! Oh, if Mischief face checks that.
Do it. Yeah.
I think Red should really just leave this. They know they're there, they can sense it. And still they
I
go.
love watching stuff like that, where you're like, you know they're in there.
Kerrigan trying to make the
Yeah,
most
big
of it
combo.
without a front line.
Great combos by the Kel'Thuzad. Oh, just
And
the
again,
Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah, and it's always followed up with like a with like a Diablo charge or like a ring of a frost ring from Kel'Thuzad or something. Like there's just this chain of CC that
It's just got really good follow-up. Like something to actually make it worthwhile, so...
he didn't even use Staying Well and Listen either. Like that was still up the sleeve.
Mm.
Really not needing to. They understood the situation they're in. They had the positioning, they had the numbers. I think it was best they didn't pop really anything.
Oh, Matthew, let it get out.
You can definitely see blue team definitely, like, they understand they're in front. Taking this risky camp here, just because they understand that all game they've just been really winning every team fight.
I thought for a second they might have turned on that Sonya. She was a little bit isolated by the walls from her teammates, but they've gone for this other camp instead. It's going to be a decent distraction during objective. They might kill it before the time comes up though. Ooh! All the CC. It's just just in time.
Is that red team's gonna get 2 out of this?
They might, yeah. Yep, no way of stopping that. Oh, the ulti, no, not in time.
And may actually lose spot, leaving Troll by himself there.
And Maltheo goes down at top.
Sonya going a little bit too deep.
Yeah.
Nice engage from Kerrigan there. But blue team just turns it on her too well.
I think very nice engage, but the wrong person to be the one.
Yeah. The minions are in there. That the fort is not going to protect them at all. So Klegman's got 3 stacks on his ulti. I almost feel like it might have been just worthwhile securing the Garrosh with it as well. Another 5 seconds. Oh, the CC is unbelievable.
They're all just like flowing together too. Like it's
Yeah. Nice and spread out.
yeah, they're just staggering it and timing it well. Like you can see teams like this playing together that have the CC but just aren't chaining well together. They're just doing it perfectly.
Did you see what Philae wrote in chat?
No.
Every frog for herself. About the Lucio.
The synergy between Decade and Diablo is ironically amazing. Just to see the fact that obviously Decade can start to place the triangle, and Diablo, all he has to do is go, okay, that's where I've got to push him.
Yeah.
It's been a problem all the game that I'm surprised the Sonya hasn't taken Wrath in this situation. Having that reduction to CC, even just for that, is enough for me to look at it and take it.
Oh, look at how much damage Lock does to the Sonya just in a 1v1. It's so devastating and dangerous, especially in those narrow corridors where there's just walls everywhere. Oh, great flip!
Coming out. Time perfectly, but that leave just that few seconds too late to do too much. Enjoy just making it out alive.
Look at Red Team nearly came. They were two levels down for that engage, but because they got the early pick on Decade Kane, the lack of all that additional CC enabled them to get 1 pick, but then they couldn't secure the Malthael and they lost 2 of their own, so I'm not sure if it was worth it in the end. They had to try something though. I mean, next objective is a win condition.
Yep.
And boss is up in about 5 seconds, so really it's going to be almost impossible for Red Team to stop blue here. They get to make a decision, do they want to be up top half or bottom half of the map. And from the looks of it, they're going for the pumpkins, holding the bottom as strong as they can, giving them even another win condition at the same time.
Yeah, Red Team knows that boss can't. Oh, they've got 20 seconds to kill it if they want to prevent Blue Team from snagging it. Trickle, don't know if he's going to be able to do it on his own, not in the time before the objectives spawn. They can't afford to lose any of them.
Kerrigan waiting for the pumpkins, meaning they've got 1 member down. Might even get picked off here.
Oh!
Oh
Perfect
my
flip.
gosh.
Bring
GG.
it to a
That was
game.
beautiful.
An amazing flip.
All right. Look, I loved the Diablo. I thought he was doing everything right, but Locke got it for the last game. So, given that, I feel like a couple of the combos from Klegman were quite good, but I think the CC from Deckard, as well as some of that sensational healing, it was just off the chart.
I agree.
I mean, to see Kerrigan and Greymane to have damage numbers as low as they are is really just goes to show how important having that Deckard CC is to the game. Obviously, the Diablo could really enforce that, but I don't think that neither Kerrigan nor Greymane had the mobility they needed in order to actually dish out damage. But
Also-
I want to give Diablo the MVP for the flip at the end. Like, that was just...
Oh, maybe there's still time. Maybe there's still time to clip it. Alright, I'll have to suss it out after. No, yeah, that was quite an entertaining final kill. The cube as well, even if Kerrigan and Greymane did dive onto a squishy, that Heroic cube, he took the Kane cube upgrade, so it would reduce their damage for 4 seconds anyway. It meant that a desperate dive was sort of going to be just so much less effective, and then there's no way of getting out. I mean, they had to dive in and get a kill to make it worth, because there was never going to be any escape with all that CC. Let's go give them the good news.
You stayed
We're out of
in
here.
lobby.
Oh, spoiler alert, everyone.
Did everyone hear that?
So who do you guys think is going to get MVP?
I thought you guys knew we were in here.
Sounded like Deckard to me.
I just love the way New Zealanders say that.
Deckard, you mean?
Yeah, it was quality. Well played, Lahal. I was surprised to see you take Deckard, but it was well done. The Diablo plays were sensational as well, but Locke got it the last match. So. The chained CC, it was off the chart. Some little hobby.
Well, I've already said I'll be working on my cosplay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I've got all the stuff here, and since I'm including LEDs on this one, I'm learning a new skill.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun. Lots of reading, lots of YouTube videos, lots of books.
Hectic.
I've got 3 books to get through as well. And I've got games, so should be fun. And Red Rooster is just down the road, which is one of my other hobbies.
I might take Ardra camera off. Concentration casting face is alright, but concentration playing face. Saber's suggesting you double the wine, maybe?
Yeah, look, my boss is going to be in town tomorrow and Wednesday. It was a public holiday today, so I don't know what day it is anymore. So yeah, after that I can, but I don't think it's really a good look going in hungover the first day he comes to our office. So.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Twitch channel.
We are getting Thai food, which I'm super excited about.
Yeah, big fan of the Thai.
That's what we had for dinner on Sunday night. So.
Ardra Fergie Filet Oris Treacle. Ardra. I'm looking at the wrong team.
Well done.
I want Anthunder, Injo, Beefy, Mav, Ultimo. on Thunder. Injo, Beefy Mav, Ultimo. Beefy Mav, Ultimo on Thunder. Injo.
I'm gonna grab Aussies unless he's... Is he playing? Because
He's in Team 1.
Okay. I thought, yeah. I was like, why is he in a server?
And then it's the Fish, Nikki, Hacky, Ryan, Ulti. The Fish, Nikki, Hacky, Ryan, Ulti. This is... Ooh. This could be a high caliber match. Let's put Ultimo versus Hacky. Wait, no. Ultimo versus Ultimatrium.
Yes. I like it. If there was another animal, we could do the fish versus other animal.
Oh, I think last week we had the Fish and Superfish in the same match.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a lot of fried fish and chips jokes going around. Okay, that's ready from Team 2.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just
Sure.
gonna go get more wine.
Go for it. Saberfang. That's a bit rotten. Think hard, but not too hard. Wow. Okay. For ice cream today, I've got the manufacturer is Monarch. The maker is Indulge. It is called Triple Mud Cake. It's from Aldi. It's $4, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite ice creams out there, and it's only $4 for a liter. Sensational, sensational stuff.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back. You just missed my little speech about ice cream. I'm sure you're devastated about missing that.
God, I haven't heard that before. Well, I was out of wine, so I'm having the last cider in my fridge.
Oh, which brand cider?
It's that Cheeky Rascal.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Apple, lime, mint, chili one I had last time. They're
That
really
sounds delicious.
They're really good. I'm not a big cider fan, but I really, really like these. So.
Do you feel like doing a present to the camera?
Oh, like holding it? Yeah, hold on. I don't know if they can actually read the label because it's all like in white.
It's a little hard to see. Rascal, is it?
Cheeky Rascal.
Cheeky Rascal.
Trying to like make it focus. Don't focus on my face. Yeah, maybe that'll help.
What is it again? Lime, chili, and...
There it is. Oh, it focused on it.
Apple, lime, something.
Mint, chili.
Oh, it sounds sensational.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They do another one that's like a guava one, and that one's really nice too.
Okay.
The reason I don't keep these around is I could just drink them like soda, so.
Danger.
Yeah, I bought them after my surprise party when we went back to a friend's house.
Oh, yeah.
That was a bad choice. Should have stopped at the wine, but...
It's your birthday, man. Do whatever you want.
I know, but I shouldn't have. Oh well.
Saberfang in chat now, I want one.
Well,
Wait, you want an ice cream or a cider? Who put on the better presentation?
Is it me awkwardly trying to work out covering my face with the bottle? I'm like, oh, wrong way.
Both.
Diablo ban. Interesting. I feel like I'm always terrible at picking what the other team will ban.
It's pretty tricky on Mondays. I think in HCC it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, here it's just so personal.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's personal, yeah. And you have a
Ryan. Huh?
you have a range of skills as well. So like there's certain things like in Silver League, a lot of people feel that a noob counters a Li Ming, but in once you sort of get mid platinum, Li Ming counters the noob. So you find that a lot of the way that people think on Mondays is so varied because, you know, like there's bronzes and masters in this match.
True.
Could have told you that Ultimo would go Malfurion though. That's pretty given. One of the better shot callers out there at the moment, in my opinion, Ultimo.
I don't think I've ever had him shot call when I'm playing.
Don't know if he does it on Mondays.
I'm just saying in general, like Mondays or otherwise.
Yeah, I've definitely seen him do it in Hero League.
My desk is so clean. I'm sorry I keep saying it. I'm just... it was long overdue.
Yeah, mine's overdue for a clean. Slicksloth in chat. Ultimo and Malfurion, yep.
Many people would call it. I was surprised to not see Treacle play Malf today so far. I haven't. Maybe in one of your other games he has, but
I think he's been playing the Sonya.
yeah.
He does often play Sonya, but Treacle does mix it up a bit sometimes. Oh, Pel's asking you to show how clean your desk is.
I don't... How do I do that? I
Just
guess
gotta
I
move your
can
camera around, yeah.
grab it. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna knock down Sylvanas to do this.
No!
Come on. There's my
Don't knock down
ceiling.
Sylvanas. Oh, it's a bit of a 5-man happening too.
I'm like fully fighting this thing, sorry.
And after this fight's done... Oh, wow, hang on.
Look
Hang
at
on. I'm gonna zoom in.
it. Look at it.
That is organised as fuck. Even all the little figurines.
Yes, it's very nice. I'm very happy with it. Oh, just in time for a kill.
Yeah, just saw it too, because I was fixing up the cameras and stuff. Saberfang ... Ooh, today is Merrin's 1-year streaming anniversary.
Aw, congratulations, man.
She was talking about doing a 12-hour stream. She's still on now. I think she started at 10. I might give her a lovely host after this match. Oh, the Garrosh! Nice slide in from Brightwing there. Unthunder on the tank. Do you ever 1v1 a Zarya as Sonya?
Not that I can recall. And generally, like, I remember things that are rough in the solo lane. But no, I don't think I have.
Don't imagine you'd see Zarya solo lane very much because without an ally to shield, literally one of her abilities is completely useless.
Yeah. No, the one I had a hard time against, I feel like it was Arthas.
Oh, yep, on the Sonya, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I've played Sonya for ages, and I'd never encountered that in the solo lane before, and I was getting creamed, and it was brutal. Like, I never really struggle in a lane with Sonya, but learned my lesson then.
Yeah, I think you just have to go on the minion killing mission until he starts getting low on mana, and when he gets low on mana is when you can sort of be a little bit more free.
Yeah, I just remember that game in particular.
Good grab on the grey, mate. The rotation from red team is definitely outplaying the blue. But Thunder on the ETC, some excellent slides. Very aware of exactly how much damage he can take before he needs to start walking away as well.
Red team getting it handed while they can.
Did you hear about the new Reina here player?
I did. I was asking Ryan when I got into the channel. Well, right before in-house. So yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Good. Glad to see someone else carry the torch.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Good shot caller as well, I reckon. AC the man plays tanks too, so he's in a good position to make those calls.
To do it. Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's really what they've needed as well. So
yeah,
good addition to the team.
You often find the healers sometimes take it over just because they've got a bit more team awareness. But I don't think it's the ideal. Obviously, Ultimo and Moops both shot call heal, but I think generally speaking, the tank's a bit better option just in terms of speed. Like, engage now. Whereas if the healer calls that, then they have to wait for the tank to then actually do it.
Yeah,
oh, nice flip.
Your tank is your engage, or at least an option for an engage, so it just makes sense. I don't know, I think with Deckard though, that kind of changes things around a bit. Like, I could see in that instance, like if a healer was wanting to
that's a good point.
Shots or whatever. Like, I mean, the triangle. What is it called?
Scroll of seals. Scroll of sealing. The cube as well. I mean, the cube is much faster, and it still slows them and reduces their damage. So it's a good one to initiate with, and then you follow up with the triangle, depending on whether the team decides to face you or try and run. And once they're already slowed, you've got a much better chance of hitting them with the scroll. Oh, this is a tight engage. Ooh. The fish getting out just on like 200 health there.
The team's trying to hand in. Beefy got his in, but we still need ETCs to get it. I can't call him Brightwing because
it's confusing. He's playing ETC. His name on Discord is on Thunder, but his name in game is Brightwing. Well, Nikki Webster really trying to stop that, but there's only 2 of them there. 3 blues, however.
Gets it in. Blue team just needs 3, which Ultimo has. So does Zarya, if he can hand in again.
Beefy in Overwatch gets called Captain Battlefield EA Games. Obviously, because the Overwatch players are unfamiliar with the HTC teams. The Garrosh is getting some sensational flips off there. I mean, that was an ETC. That's a hard one to get a good gank on, but they still managed.
BP. Oh. Yeah, blue team would probably be better to go to a different lane right now. Like, middle one's obviously going to go down, so... And now they've kind of... Yeah, didn't get anything out of the spiders, sadly.
No towers. No XP lead, no kills.
No. Absolutely nothing. Oh, going for the Sonya.
Doesn't have his ulti though, so...
Oh, Grey Man goes down.
Yep. Great combo from Mr. Hacky. His triangle. Bell's saying you just call it the triangle.
That's what I've been calling it, but it's just...
Well, it's what it is.
Yeah, it's a big triangle.
Yeah, it's a big triangle.
What I did notice is when Deckard goes to Hearth, it makes the town portal sound from Diablo.
Ah! I haven't
Like
paid
when
attention
you
to that.
step in and out of the portal, it was a nice little touch. I heard it during the last game and I was like, oh!
Yeah, the triangle. And what does the triangle do? It roots people. It's the triangle of rooting.
Scroll of rooting. Beefy's just keeps getting pulled in by the Garrosh flips.
Yep.
It's the second or third time now.
A nice Garrosh flip positions them well for a good Maiev grab. There's that additional CC from that, and just in case anything goes wrong, the fish can always follow up with a stun. So there's a good chain of CC there. It only depends on 2 characters. And of course, if you get the root from Hacky's Ring of Frost. Ring of Frost? Frost Nova.
Sonya going down.
Oh, the Ancestral went out to Garrosh, but
It went to Sonya.
Oh, Sonya!
She died, yeah. It was just, she had like a bee stick of health.
Oh, good ulti there too. Yeah, Rhaegar has missed 2 of those now. He just casted a second one on Garrosh. But he died as well. There was an excellent mosh pit, wasn't it? He grabbed 3 of them. They had plenty of time to put out some damage. Of course, their keep walls are a little bit under attack, but they're going to have time to clean up.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, I mean, you can take the walls down, but ultimately, with all 5 of them up, they can defend. And they don't have the additional pressure from 2 other people from the red team.
Okay, so they've got the talent parity back. If they can catch up with 1 more level, then they're pretty set, I think. Butcher's Meat Quest is finished. So from now on, every kill is just going to make him stronger. Ooh, the fish went for a grab, but he missed it. Is he going to get a flip on Beefy? Nearly. Yes, there it is. No, instead it's just the Hacky stun. Grav bomb, excellent. Surely a mosh pit to follow it up.
Ancestral just missed again.
Mosh pit's still on cooldown from last time. I think that's Garrosh caught in that one. Oh, the backup! The backup is real. The Sonya and the KT bringing in all the damage.
And blue teams lost their hand in completely, so they had a hand in going into that.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nah.
I mean, red team's pretty low. Like that fight wasn't one-sided.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a bad fight, but yeah, just a massive loss for the blue team on that.
Yeah, good comp. They needed the mosh pit off cooldown because that grab bomb was so good, but like I was screaming from the mosh, but yeah, there was still another 20 seconds left on the cooldown. Very long cooldown mosh pit.
What is the cooldown on it?
It's like 2 minutes or something. Let me check.
Oh, hey, the cooldowns are back.
Yes, they are. Yeah. It got fixed 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, see, I'd just given up on him. Good to know.
I reckon it was an accident that they got removed in the first place. There's no real sort of functional meaning to hide them from the spectators.
It's like it made it much more of a guessing game. Like, what's gonna happen? I don't even know what's up.
Yeah, you could click the character themselves and then look at their ulti, and you could see if it was on cooldown. But I mean, you know, there's 10 players on the field. Oh, good grab bomb there, and the mosh pit to follow it up. Surely they can get 2 or 3, 4 even. The ancestral comes out this time at land.
Oh my god!
Yeah, nice. That was well done.
Amazing.
I don't think Red should be following him in, but they're going for it. They're going aggressive. They have got 1 kill, but Hacky's going to follow down. That boss isn't going to make it through the shield. Brightwing can just go back and worry about Ryan here on the Maiev. It did just break through the shield, my bad.
Wow. That's weird.
What's this?
So my core for the red team, it's like the shield's missing.
Yeah, so oh yeah, on the top health bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I was like, how did they hit the core? And I'm like, this is 100%, so we're good.
Yeah, mine's missing too. I think it's because the keeps are up, so the core is actually invulnerable. If you look at it, it's got a full shield and it's protected.
So it doesn't need the shield, because gotcha.
Yeah, but it's like blacked out instead of.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to black it out, surely. Because then it just looks like it's missing.
I just thought that, I don't know, it just from like seeing it in like side view was like, oh, they're kind of even. Lies.
Vicious lie.
Oh.
Ooh. It's 4v5. I don't think that was a good time to engage. A nice combo from KT though, but when you're a player down, that's 20% less health. It's 20% more damage for the enemy team.
Blue team really need to try and hand in here.
Yeah, I mean it's 40-second death timers. They could get all 3 forts really if they get the hand in straight away. They've got the gems handy. Ooh.
Stop fighting! Stop fighting! See, because now like Joe's gotta go back and now you're just risking it. Going in, no!
Alright, they've probably got just enough time for 1 fort before they're fighting 5v5, I think. Someone's going to have to go back and defend top. They took too long to do this.
Yeah.
Advantage lost.
Unless they let just the spider clear top and then they just all 5 push mid.
Yeah, I guess the spider will clear it, won't it?
Yeah, it should. Oh, not with 3 katas. I just looked up there. False.
False. Oh, and the flip from Garrosh, that's going to be devastating. Oh, the Graviton comes out though.
Forcing a fight. The silence, that was really well done as well. They've got to go back into Fincord. The shield's going down so quickly. Ah, someone, you're stressing me out.
I thought for sure he was going to get interrupted.
Same.
Look, blue team's actually ahead in levels now. They've got their level 20.
They are. How long do we have for boss? 3 seconds. As good a time as ever.
Mm. And Zarya will be up just before Garrosh is. So it's not going to be an uneven fight if they get invaded.
Yeah, so red team's on their bruiser. They need to start this
Oh,
boss
go,
now.
go, go. Yeah.
It's a timing things going on here, like the delays, the hesitation.
Yep, they need to just
Sorry,
face the
Garrosh
fight.
coming in at the same time. Ah,
So that's the icicle from KT out.
they've let the boss leash, which is good. Both teams seem slightly hesitant to fight.
Ooh. So that's a Sonya ulti down, I believe. I mean, I thought it was a decent engage, but the team didn't quite follow him.
No. That's good though,
That's 2 ultis down. 2 ultis down for red
Yeah.
team. Blue, I'm guessing just waiting for that mosh pit to come back. Ooh, Beefy takes a hit.
Mosh is back, so...
Yeah, it's just come off now. Look, they've got 20 seconds of a 2 ulti advantage. They should do it. They probably don't know this though. They would have seen the Sonya ulti.
Yeah.
There's the Graviton.
Come on. There it goes. Oh, the Ancestral.
Oh, look at the slide!
Mosh! Woo! Yay! I'm not cheering for your death, but it was cool.
He slid into it as well, did you see? With his
Yeah,
level 20.
Yeah. Kalthazad has come back, but there's really not much he can do outside of pushing an alternative lane on his own. Like, maybe roll with that bot lane push.
They just need to... someone start the boss. Ah, yeah, Butcher's on it. Just push this through so that the boss can go all the way to the keep.
Yeah. Well, they are trying to get the wall and the towers down, which makes sense. Give it the best opportunity it can to succeed.
Jump him! There we go. And a follow-up route from Mel. No, not even necessary. So that is a scattered death now.
Yes.
I believe I saw one episode of Hacky and Moops giving some advice to the open leaguers, saying that when that fort does not have a wall in front of it and the enemy team's incoming, it's probably not worth defending. And turns out it wasn't. Turns out it was not worth defending. Saberfang is saying, don't lie, Claymore, you loved all the death.
I did. I mean, every in-house I'm always screaming for more death. Like, I hate when we're like 10 minutes into a game and no one's died.
Yeah.
Blue team just needs to kind of stick with this. Get a kill and...
Yep, they need to get one player down. At least a 1 minute death timer happening.
Oh, grab
Oh, they're gonna get one!
3. Oh, that's it.
And the Rhaegar? Oh, that's a Garrosh. Just focus core, that's GG.
Wow, what a game. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Keep hitting it.
Butcher hitting it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't see
Oh!
Oh! What a good game. Oh my god. That was awesome.
All right. What are you thinking?
I think Beefy.
With the Graviton initiate?
Yeah, like every time that it was put down, it was perfect, needed, and yeah, set blue team up to turn everything around like multiple times. Came back from the back foot, so
They did. I did feel like ETC's like sort of crowd control and tanking was a higher quality. He was doing it well without using his ulti. He was using his ulti very well. Everything was nicely timed. It was part of a cohesive effort with Beefy. But I think in terms of if you consider everything other than their ultis, I think ETC had the better sort of impact on the enemy team. But looking at the stats now, after watching the game, Zaya with Zaya should do more damage than ETC, but it's pretty hectic damage. There is a decent amount of shield damage there. The tanking amount is nearly the same. It's only, what is that, 12% off? And the highest XP in the game. He was solo laning. I think Greymane might have been the better solo lane choice, but it looks like in the end, like before level 10, it looked like Zaya was struggling a little bit against Sonya. But after level 10, it sort of started to become much more clear why they picked her in the draft. So I am happy to give it to Mr. Beefy.
sounded like you weren't there for a second.
Look, watching the game at the start, I really had my heart set on ETC. Acknowledging full well that Zaya was doing the brunt of the initiate, and ETC was following it up. I saw some decent slides from him before level 10. But once the stat screen came up, I'm looking at it now, and he had one more death, 4 final blows. I don't think that's particularly important on a Zaya, but his damage is decent. Is that more damage than Butcher? It is, isn't it? That's more hero damage than Butcher. So you can't discount that. That's something that's worth noting. The 48k shielded. That's hectic.
Yeah, and tanked 10k less than ETC.
Yeah, he's in terms of tanking, the stats say that he was nearly the same in terms of if you add the shielding to it. That's sensational. So yeah, definitely happy with Beefy.
Yeah. Good.
Would you like to do the announcement, or you want me to do it?
You can do it. I'm not good at it.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
Good. All right, let's jump up.
What?
Oh, well played.
What about illicit drugs?
Second.
Okay, so even though in Twitch chat Rhinosaurus is very clearly blaming Hacky, we saw it a little bit differently. I thought that the ETC play pre-level 10 was excellent. The slide timing, the disengaging, and the knockbacks were all very sort of disruptive. Post-level 10, the engage pattern was, it was out of control. The Graviton bomb followed by the mosh pit. It was such a hard thing to beat. Garrosh did have an unstoppable that often sort of, gave him a little bit of freedom of movement. I think that some of the flips from Garrosh were off the chart. There were a few times where they got some very, very key picks due to a Garrosh flip. There were just a few times where the focus fire was a little bit strong, so the Rhaegar ulti didn't go off in time. Just caused a bit of a snowball during a fight, and it was a very enjoyable game to watch. Looked like Red Team had it for a while there, especially with the boss on the core. But Blue Team pulled through very, very nicely. In the end, we gave it to Beefy.
I've already had it.
Have you?
Yeah, I had it first match.
All right. Well, I was thinking. No, so I'm Thunder originally. Yeah.
I'll take it if you want, but I've already.
Has Thunder got it tonight?
No.
Cool.
Nope.
Well done, Thunder.
Now you have.
That was actually a really, really good one just after you got level 20 where you got the Graviton Initiate and then a Mosh Pit. But a couple of people got out of it. Like they just kept enough distance, but then you slid into them and it turned into a 5-man mosh. It was fucking epic to watch.
Yeah, that sounds
but
amazing.
that got set up by the AoE Slaughter of the Lamb from Butcher.
Ah, is that what it was?
Yeah, they got all pulled back by the Butcher into the slide.
Aha! I think I clipped it, so I'll take a look later.
There's some pretty good like blow-ups in that game. So when we use all of our ults.
Alright, I'm going to end the
ran-
stream here, but happy to play another game.
I ran back in from my cigarette to tell you that slam to the slaughter was the fucking play of the game. Dragged him right back into the mosh.
Yeah, I bet you did, mate. I bet you did. Outside with a fag in his hand and his wireless headset on.
No, with my phone. I jump on Discord.
Oh, your phone?
Do we want to go ARAM now? We're up to ARAM games.
I'm happy with ARAM pool party. I'm even happy with another map. I just feel like giving Mirthay and Marin a nice stream. Marin a nice stream anniversary hosty roast because she's just getting up to 12 hours now, so it'd be a nice present. Sign up if you're not signed up.
Not good.
Oh, sorry.
Good night, everyone. Good night,
Night.
stream.
Good night.
See you guys on Friday.
See you then.
See you tomorrow for Overwatch and then Friday.
Friday's just, you know.
Claim was just like, Overwatch, not important. Who gives a fuck about Overwatch?
Alright, I'll stop the camera. Ah, can be free again.
Back to eating pizza.
I
Pajama
wish.
pants and
No, I had Mexican food